Welcome, what is up? Thank you for tuning back into the Chaos Lair. Of course, I'm Chris Cass here with your Smackdown 411 for February the 7th, 2017. Now, Smackdown in Seattle, and you knew the show was going to start off with Daniel Bryan. It just had to. There's no other way around it. And Daniel Bryan is super over in his quote-unquote hometown. Technically, Aberdeen, Washington is his hometown, not Seattle. But don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. I never have, and you shouldn't either. So, again, super over, which means The Miz, who comes out, is super, super hated. Good. It's easy for The Miz tonight. It's easy. When Bryan is so over, and Bryan's over everywhere. I mean, come on, let's just be honest with you. Daniel Bryan is over everywhere. But The Miz just draws that heat. There's nobody in the WWE that draws it as good. Maybe Stephanie, but there's no other wrestler that draws it that good. Not even Roman Reigns. And he gets heat without even trying to. Corbin comes out, Styles comes out, Dino comes out. I'm going to win. The title's mine. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, you all want to fight, it looks like. Fatal 4-Way. Let's have a little preview of the Elimination Chamber tonight. I am all for it. These guys had a great match. Get to see all of them before Sunday, which I can't wait for. I cannot wait for the Chamber Sunday night to see how everything's going to play out. And by the way, JBL mentioned it again tonight, or, well, for the first time for him, the all-new Chamber. I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know if they're going to change the design. If they're going to change the design, they should have said that. The all-new. I have no clue what this all-new Chamber is all about. Where I guess we'll all find out Sunday. Corbin wins the Fatal 4-Way. Scary moment for me. AJ Styles goes to do a springboard into the ring. Dino kicks it, or shoots his feet off of the rope. Of course, AJ falls down. To me, that is one of the scariest spots ever. Because you don't know how it's going to work out. I mean, you really just don't know. And to me, it just makes me cringe when I see his feet fly out from under him. And he landed good. But there for that split second, it scared the hell out of me. Luke Harper cuts a promo. Says, Randy Orton, you're mine this Sunday. I'm going to hurt you. Don't want to just cut the head off the Viper. That's too easy. That's interesting. I hadn't really thought that they were going to make that match. I did, but I kind of wasn't really, there's so much else going on. I didn't think about it. And I should have. And it's going to happen Sunday on pay-per-view. Ziggler versus Cruz. I thought, man, we're actually going to get this instead of having it at the pay-per-view. Well, not so fast. Cruz wins. Dolph with the thrust kick after the match. And shout out to the one guy sitting all by himself. One random dude just sitting out at ringside on a chair by himself. So staged. Gets the chair, goes in. Hits Cruz, Kalisto comes out, he hits Kalisto basically, takes him apart, and then he walks out. Daniel Bryan stops him, makes the match, 2-on-1 handicap match after Dolph says he could beat them both. And so he's going to get his opportunity this Sunday on pay-per-view against Cruz and Kalisto. Wonder if it'll be a tag-in, tag-out situation for the... Anyway. You had the duel interview, which I glossed over. Of course, that wasn't live. It was pre-taped. It felt weird, awkward with Tom Phillips trying to conduct the interview with Buck. It just was weird. But Natty got good heat. Nikki had a great line where she said, "You're a good wrestler, but I'm good at everything else. But what happens when I beat you Sunday and prove that I'm a better wrestler than you are? Then what do you have?" Natty's rebuttal is, "Yeah, we'll see about that." I'm paraphrasing. And then says, "You're going to end up alone because John's going to leave you. He doesn't have time for you because he's the champ. And he's going to get better than you. And if I wasn't married, I would probably end up with him." I didn't like how she put it, but as I'm watching this, I'm thinking she needs to say, and then she says it. I just didn't like how she put it. I would have rather her said something like, "But John, don't come crawling up this tree because I'm already happily married." She says something like that. But anyway, it still come off good. The dual contract signing. Why do we have to fight after every contract gets signed? Because it's fun. It's fun. That's why we do it. Mickie James. You want to talk straight fire, as Becky puts it. Man, on the mic, I don't think there's any woman that can touch her in the company. On the mic. There's just, she has done, go look on the network and then go look at some of the stuff she did in TNA. You're already on YouTube, you're watching this, so just watch the rest of my video and then look for it. She cut a one promo leading into a ladder match, I think, that she had in TNA. Don't quote me on that. But I can't remember who it was against. But it was the most epic promo I've ever seen a woman's wrestler cut. One of the most epic promos I've ever seen, period. Much less if it was man or woman. Becky didn't come back with the fire. She come back with a little bit, but she should have put more passion on it. I would have loved to have seen that real straight fire come out, as she likes to put it, in that promo. Mickie did a great job putting over Alexa, and vice versa, Alexa putting her over. And then Alexa goes off on Becky. Oh, but wait, Naomi, you're here too. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you. I forgot all about you. Sure you did. Naomi signs the contract, and then over the table kicks her in her head. Fantastic. I cannot wait to see both of these matches. There are 3 women's matches on pay-per-view this Sunday. Let's take a second right now and just think about how epic that is. Which show has the better women's division? Hands down, it is Smackdown. There's 3 feuds going on. Smackdown has 2 hours, Raw has 3. And they're deeper in tag teams. They're deeper in the women's division. The WWE title means more. Quite honestly, the Intercontinental title means way more than the United States title. SmackDown is head and shoulders. I don't care what the ratings say. SmackDown's head and shoulders better than Raw right now. And the thunder rolls. I don't know if you could hear that. But anyway. Yes, and the lightning strikes eventually. Anyway. You cannot look over the fact of how good the women are. End of story. The 12-man debacle was just that. It was just too much. You're just trying to do too much. You got to calm it down. What they should have done, what I would have done here, instead of having a 12-man tag team match with all those bodies in there, let's have a 6-man. Let's take one guy from each team and put them on 2 teams and let them go. The partners could be out there for moral support, and you could still have the shenanigans going on like they did in the match, and you could have still had crazy dives. That would have been fine. It was just too much. With that being said, I love love that the Ascension got the win. They needed a good win on TV. And this was kind of a, you could call it a fluky win, just because there's so many bodies in the match that, you know, it's unpredictable, and who could have ever thought? I hated when they said, or when they, the crowd started chanting, Rhino, Rhino, we want Rhino. My boy J. Ray is rolling over in his grave right now. Nah, I'm just playing, he ain't dead. I hate it. I wish Rhino would have won the Senate seat. But anyway, you know what? God bless him. He's on TV. He's still doing what he loves to do. And you know what? I can't hate on him. Props to Rhino. Cena versus Orton. Regardless of what anybody wants to say, the guys can still have a great match together. Tonight wasn't a great match, but it was still a really good match. I was thoroughly entertained. Thought a couple of spots was really good. Orton kicking out of the AA, I didn't like. I don't like kicking out of finishers unless it's a pay-per-view title match and there are, or a heated, epic battle where a storyline is coming to its culmination, it's coming to its head, and it's exploding. It's like ending with that match, and that's the final, you know. Other than that, I hate kicking out of finishers, but Cena kicked out of the RKO too. So, once you saw Orton kick out of the AA, you knew that if Cena hit the, or as soon as Orton, yeah, when he kicked out of the AA, when Orton hit the RKO, you knew Cena's kicking out of that. Nice ref bump, very nice ref bump. I thoroughly liked it. Off of the attempted AA. Well, actually, I think he did end up hitting the AA, but then there was no ref because he got hit in the face by Orton's feet. Luke Harper comes out after Bray gets involved. Cena goes to the outside. Orton goes to the outside. Cena goes to the outside. Luke Harper slides in. Bray's in there. I am dubbing that clothesline. Let's go back to start using the word lariat, even though he's not from Texas. And let's call this, well, I don't think he is anyway. I might have to look that up. Let's call it the, just spitballing off the top of my head, the lariat of the darkness. Lariat of the darkness. There you go. Hashtag that and have fun with it. Cena wins. Let's just be honest. He doesn't need to lose 2 weeks in a row, especially 2 weeks in a row, to Randy Orton. Especially if the rumor is true and Cena's going to lose the title this Sunday. They say it's Bray. I'm keeping... But, regardless, if Cena is to lose the title Sunday, he doesn't need that many losses in a row after winning his 16th world title. By the way, after him winning his 16th world title, I really don't like the fact that he is slated to lose it anyway. But regardless of the fact, that's all it is. So let's just think about how epic the pay-per-view is. You got the Elimination Chamber, the Tag Team Turmoil match, you got 3 women's matches, Luke versus Randy, the handicap match. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? I'm sure somebody will tell me if I'm missing something. But that's a lot of matches. Smackdown is on fire. They're doing it right. And I, for one, and I don't care what anybody else says, this pay-per-view, as of right now, I'm looking way more forward to than Fastlane. Now, Fastlane is still almost, 4 weeks away? They still have plenty of time to book that. However, I don't like the main event that they've already set, and I don't really like the other big match, Braun versus Roman. I do, but I don't. Long way to go, and then WrestleMania right after that. We're on that road, baby. We are on that road. So, for the Chaos, that's all I got. Deuces. See you guys later. Chaos out.